Chloe, likely on the other side of the kingdom. We're gonna find her. Leticia and the others have promised to help us out, thankfully. Thing is, I kinda had to promise them something in return. That I'd help cajole Midas into returning with them to the capital.
Your efforts on that front will be in vain.
Midas, my systems see a marked drop in performance, for some reason or another. It would be helpful to have someone familiar with my schematics besides Ray nearby. That way, any problems that arise could be quickly dealt with.
And if I say no?
Then we would bid you farewell, and that would be that. Were I to require help on my journey, I would seek out a local semiomancer or engineer.
Enough.
Now, as for Chloe, any idea on how to begin our search?
We have heard from reliable sources that Rythel's ports are meant to reopen in due course. And the quickest way to the easterly lands is by ship through the channel.
Sounds like a plan. Ahoy! Remember me, Welch, the beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts? I need something like yesterday. I'll give you the deets in person. Do you copy? Ugh. Tick-tock, tick-tock!
Please, take a break. Leave it to me. Is the town of Rythel far from our current location?
Yes, to an extent. Rythel is located beyond the region of Largus.
And this is after we get through the Adali region and the Marcus group.
Nowhere to run. Duma! Say goodbye! Strike while the enemy is vulnerable! You need to recharge first. Acceleration. Nowhere to run. Place me! Advancing. Full of openings. Target neutralized. Not much of a challenge.
It's set.
Nowhere to run. Keep your distance.
Threats detected. Threat detected ahead.
I will be your opponent. Say goodbye. Stay where you are. I've weakened the target. Destroy.
Battle. First, we must go through the Adali region to the west.
This should do it. Too slow. Duma.
Hostile gathering strength.
Say
Line side
goodbye.
recommended. Insufficient
Nowhere to
storage.
run. Prepare yourself.
And positional tactics. Parallel passing. Execute line side maneuver.
Advancing. Firing.
Another day.
Initiate emergency protocols.
Brace for a fight.
Keep your distance. Say goodbye. Keep your distance. Unable to execute. Threats neutralized. Firing. This should do it. Usefulness. Love. Destroy. Assault. Wake up. Usefulness. Stay where you are. Dog neutralized. You should keep moving. Low.
By the way, didn't you guys get...
We did.
Can't help but wonder. Does he have something to do with the people who down here and killed us?
It's still too early to tell. Notice, can we be certain that no race of people resembling that man exists on this planet?
No, not 100%. They could very well be natives of some part of Nilbeth.
Nilbeth?
The continent that lies to the south of Asarius. Various and sundry races inhabit that realm, so it is not out of the question that one of them remains undiscovered.
Now that you mention it, since Elena's pod flew over Nilbeth on the way in, I mean, there's something the size of the island of this continent.
Let's hope it's nothing more. I have acquired something of note.
I think we're in luck. You know what they say, when birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the fairies are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Oh, filthy pests!
Maester, are you alright?
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Ugh, the stench.
Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last. Why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this. Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait! But can't we?
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have symbols to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread,
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is ground zero, Ray. Take the others far away.
I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then.
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces. At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection. In the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups,
What's your problem?
Thank you kindly. We've got some new items in stock. Hey, I appreciate your business. Safe
many thanks.
Thank you kindly. Hey, I appreciate your business.
Many thanks.
Well, sure is imposing enough to be hallowed.
Hence the shrine erected at its base.
Please exercise caution.
Pardon me, but might it behoove us to pray for our safe passage?
If a tutelar does preside over this mountain, I should apologize to it for my transgression. Isn't that right, Ray?
As you wish.
This should do it!
Please, tread carefully so as not to slip and fall.
Stay where you are!
Usefulness. Low.
Say goodbye!
Threat neutralized.
Recharge first.
Destroyed.
Press on! I will be your opponent. Say goodbye. Byron. Too slow. Keep your distance. Advancing.
Threat neutralized.
Over here. Say goodbye.
Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
Keep your distance.
Chance of survival dropping. Destroyed.
Target neutralized.
Another day.
I will take point. Raise me.
Neutralized.
Taking fire.
Unable to continue combat.
Shutting down.
Destroyed. Danger.
I believe I am entitled to a death. Strike while the enemy is vulnerable.
Fight another day.
Enemies up ahead.
Insufficient output. Destroyed. Chance of survival dropping. Unable to continue combat. Energy levels low.
Keep your distance.
Insufficient.
Neutralized.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
I suggest we make camp soon.
The automaton sleeps.
She does, but why do you ask?
I doubt you understand. This is clearly beyond your ken.
After all I have seen, little would vex me about Ray or Elena.
But you saw what should be her muscles and bones. Those were no human innards.
I assumed it was similar to how we encountered the man with the horned pate. A new race, one with a drastically different anatomy.
I see. In actuality, what is Elena?
She's what we call an android. A highly advanced mechanical doll modeled after a human.
Pardon me, I find that hard to fathom.
Leticia, the operative phrase here is highly advanced. Remember my Lagomower in Ada?
I do.
Would that think to pray to a god?
Well, no.
Neither would Elena, and yet she was able to sense the anxiety in your facial expression. Make a moral appeal to Raymond and coax us in what she calculated would be the right direction. That is a feat even some of us humans cannot perform. Raymond, I must ask. Though she may be a doll, there must be something special about her, no?
If you want to know if she's special to me, then yes. But if you mean in general, no. Where I'm from, you bump into androids everywhere.
Preposterous, but also enticing. All right, I've made up my mind. I do not believe we have discussed my payment for repairing Elena. As compensation, you will take me back to your homeland with you.
Just so you know, that's not really for me to decide, but I'll put in a good word for you.
I am not asking.
Yeah, I heard you. Don't worry, I'll do all I can.
What wonders abound there?
Leticia?
Please, pay me no mind.
Then the matter is settled. Now, may we endeavor to complete these fool's errands? And may us.
I am certain he shall.
Let's have some fun!
I have acquired something of note.
If we're over the summit, does that mean we're halfway there?
Just about. Now we descend to the south.
Allow me.
I don't like the look of them.
We must ensure we are prepared.
Nowhere to run. Firing!
Destroy.
Keep your distance.
Threat neutralized. Destroy. No threats detected.
We should be descending the hallowed mount soon.
Say goodbye.
Unable to continue combat.
Say goodbye. Unable to execute command. This should do it. Go. Nowhere to run. I need to recharge first. Say goodbye. Stay where you are. Unable to execute command. Do it. Insufficient energy. Need to
Hostile gathering strength. Blindside with danger. Assault.
Locked on. Duma. Need to recharge first.
Warning.
Stay where you are.
Imminent. Unable to continue combat. Go.
Locked on. Unable to execute command. Need to recharge first. Too slow. Firing.
Warning. Powerful attack imminent.
Too slow. Firing. Parameters continue to increase. I've got your back. Firing!
Destroy.
Too slow. Insufficient energy. Not much of a challenge. Too slow. Stay where you are. Keep your distance. Advancing. Say goodbye. This should do it. Stay where you are. Duma. Unable to execute command. Impressive. And that warning.
Low.
I don't know. We're starting to see less and less snow. Hopefully it'll start to warm up a little bit. Hey, is that? Looks like people from town are headed this way. Any clue who they are?
Kato City Guard, I presume. Would you kindly fall back, Your Highness?
Halt! Who goes there? And what business have you on this side of Mount Corinth?
We mean no harm. We are but travelers wishing to return to the capital.
Kato has closed its gates to all outsiders. I strongly suggest you return from now be gone.
What? But we just finished our descent. You can't send us right back.
Be silent! Either return to the west, or return with us as prisoners. Lest you wish to rot in a cell, I suggest you leave now!
Save your breath.
What was that?
You didn't. I said the only weapon these pompous blowhards can wield is hot air.
What do you think you're doing?
Bastard! One does not impugn the city guard without consequence!
Copy that.
Need to recharge first. Firing! Say goodbye. This should do it. Firing! Firing! Taking fire! Keep your distance.
Never!
Moving on. Firing!
Just another day.
Impudent knaves! You'll regret this!
Guys, they're calling for backup.
Have we no recourse but to reveal that we're with the crown?
Before that, Albert, do you not recognize that armor?
I must admit, I never expected to see your face this far west.
Theo!
Commander?
Well met, Sir Albert.
Bergholm? The one from the King's Guard?
Yes, the very same. Therefore, I believe an apology is in order.
Please, forgive us.
Water under the bridge. I must also apologize for my colleague's uncouth behavior.
I merely showed them all the respect their station commands.
As ill-humored, follow me.
Do you know the cause of the outbreak in Kato?
A blackguard who is purposefully spreading the disease. Hence why these forces have been mobilized.
Purposefully spreading?
Correct. Just so happens that as the first townspeople fell ill, rumors of a young woman clad in strange garb began to circulate. She is the reason Your companions, too, are dressed in rather unique attire. All things considered, I can understand why my men were so quick to engage you.
A woman in strange garb? Wait, do you mean Chloe?
Ah, good to know we may have a new lead. Now, you would all accompany me to my office.
disease and fast.
Now then, you two. Mind introducing yourselves? I believe I'm long overdue an introduction.
Well, aren't you self-important?
As I have explained before, we are in pursuit of a woman in peculiar garb. And to my eye, it would seem you bear some connection to her.
Oh, and what if I did?
Then I would take you in for questioning. I should have already done so the moment I laid eyes on you. You are too suspicious by half.
Enough of this, cousin!
Cousin?
You overstep your bounds. You will treat these two with utmost civility.
Someone feels strongly. Do you, Albie?
Albie?
In truth, we would not have made it nearly this far without their assistance. And can we leave that nickname in the past where it belongs?
Did not expect that. Even if you say they are to be trusted, who am I to believe otherwise? I suppose a maester wouldn't tag along with just anyone. Speaking of your party, am I correct in assuming you're Maester de Forge's daughter?
Whoa, you know who I am?
I happened to be a member of the Kingsguard when His Majesty visited Delric for your father's funeral.
Oh, sorry to be blunt, but who are you exactly? I get that you know Albert and Leticia, but they've never mentioned you before.
I am Theo Clemrath, son of Duke Lambert Clemrath, brother to His Majesty the King, cousin to Princess Leticia.
Clemrath? Wait, Theo, as in Commander Theo of the Assyrian Naval Forces? I'm so sorry!
There's no need to be, I assure you. Any friend of Albie and Letty's is a friend of mine. However, I can't be friends with those whose names I don't yet know. So, would you care to rectify the situation?
I am Raymond Lawrence.
And I'm Elena.
Well then, Ray, Elena. I think it's high time we got to talking. I'm sure there's much to discuss. If it weren't for Letty, I'd think you'd lost your minds.
I know it's crazy, but that woman you're after could be one of my crewmates. And if it is, there's no way she's the source of the rot.
Though I'm inclined to believe you, our political situation with the Empire complicates matters. Residents of Baldar Citadel are evacuating in droves, seeking safe harbor in the capital, Encato. Many suspect that a number of Imperial spies have used this exodus to slip unseen into our lands. The People's Guard is up. Anything outside the norm is viewed.
Seen this woman, then?
Eyewitness reports claim she was spotted. I would like to investigate further. I can't risk it. The mountains are far too dangerous.
Is there truly not to be done?
Yes, as it stands.
Well, if you require helping hands...
Then you're in luck, 'cause you're right people.
We'll investigate for you.
Of course.
Theo, Nina and Elena have made the discovery of the century. They have found a cure for Helgars.
What?
And it just so happens the herbs we need can be found on that mountain. Commander, I know the place is dangerous, but could you allow us access to the Times?
Please, cousin.
How can I say no? It's not every day Letty thinks to use the word please with me. I would like to offer you something in return, though. What should I know about her?
Well, her name's Chloe Canaris, and she'll probably be dressed like us.
What sorcery is this?
She's a jumpy one, so no wanted posters or anything like that, got it?
As you wish. Likewise, refrain from pulling that trick again. The townspeople are on edge enough as it is.